got the results back. It's official. He's on Shadow Moses Island.
Liquid's arrival there can only mean one thing.
He is going to use Rex.
You don't have to have played Metal Gear Solid to know the name Shadow Moses. The iconic island played home to the entirety of the PlayStation 1 espionage epic, and it's only fitting that Solid Snake return here in his final chapter, Metal Gear Solid 4, to bring his life and purpose full circle. Snake's memories come rushing back to him before he sets foot in the Alaskan snow. His task at hand is once again to sabotage Metal Gear Rex, but ours is to recount the events which sent the Sons of Big Boss down a spiral of conflict spanning an entire decade since. Flashbacks and new enemies adorn the battlefield, allowing for a balance between losing yourself in nostalgia and keeping your soldier senses sharp in order to survive. After a short and stealthy romp through the stomping grounds of Metal Gear Solid's opening chapters, the pace takes a turn as you finally engage Snake's human enemies for a long-winded sniper battle against Crying Wolf, with the fitting location for this bout being the very same field on which we vanquished Sniper Wolf 9 years earlier.
Don't come any closer!
Victory here once again proves bittersweet, as the tragic story of Crying Wolf is capped off by a visit from the hauntingly beautiful family of wolves which still inhabit the island. After reliving the emotional gut punch of Sniper Wolf's death, we're reminded once more that we have a mission to do. Snake needs to stop Rex. The bipedal nuclear weapons-equipped tank remains where he left it, entombed in the very same room in which one of the most epic boss battles in history took place.
Hop on, Snake.
Rex had seen better days before the bout with the much younger, Stinger missile-equipped Snake. This time, greeted by Vamp and an army of exploding Gecko, a battle of many twists and turns ensues at the feet of the dead giant. When the dust settles, series veteran Naomi reveals her master plan, atoning for her sins and passing away, breaking poor Otacon's heart once again. The emotional roller coaster doesn't stop there. As more exploding Gecko arrive to ruin your day, it becomes clear there's only one way out. Otacon's mid-battle repairs on Rex were fruitful, and Snake takes the helm in yet another of the most epic nostalgic moments in gaming history. You're going to pilot the Death Machine. Rex blasts his way through waves of Gecko under the command of Snake and Otacon, narrowly escaping the base as everything within explodes, burying the events of Metal Gear Solid for good. Just as your heartbeat begins to settle down, having made it out alive, a surprise arrives from the middle of the ocean.
Ray! It's not over. Not yet.
In the final boss fight of Shadow Moses, Solid and Liquid Snake stand toe-to-toe, Rex against Ray, old against new. Destruction ensues that would make Godzilla proud, as the two Titan Metal Gears bring what's left of the base to ruins. Before the dust has a chance to settle, with both machines crippled, Liquid chooses to achieve victory in elaborate fashion, giving Raiden a poetic chance to save Solid Snake's life in true Gray Fox fashion. It's clear that this trip down memory lane was just as turbulent for Snake as it was nostalgic for us. The chapter was about atonement. Naomi and Otacon atone for the weapons they've created, Snake atones for the sins of his bloodline. The return to Shadow Moses was poetry in motion, and even though the island ultimately sinks into the ocean and obscurity, it shall never be forgotten.